Nigeria's amalgamation is divine. IGBOS are made from turbulent years. CLERIC, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Races and tribes are formed and shamed by their histories. No one tribe could point to any spectacular feature about them without making reference to its history of its territorial dealing with neighboring tribes. From fighting for lands and resources, guarding their territories, traditions, and custom against invaders and degraders, to power tussle between tribal authorities. Each tribe has come to discover their innate abilities and develop their special capabilities. The people, Igbo tribe in Nigeria, are seen as the most developed people in terms of craftiness and business, and their abilities to survive under any circumstances, territory, nation, or time. They have evolved over years as a people with doggedness to make life out of nothing, Though they seem to be ravaged by the civil war in Nigeria in 1967, but what looked like a disadvantage turned into an opportunity for them to develop their various peculiarities which made them who they are today. Did Igbo have the best delicacy in terms of varieties of soup and other delicious meal? It was said that they improvised when there was no food during the war, discovering different leaves formerly known to be wheats as edible and converted them to meals. The Igbos are fast learners of skill and craft and have the highest status because they have learned to develop survival instincts out of predicaments. They can turn and develop any town and turn it into a city. Adversity turned into advantage. These were messages of a CLERIC program in Lagos, admonishing Nigerians to see the positive side of being together as a nation. Our differences have some advantages which the Igbos must especially have utilized to become survivors anywhere they find themselves. Go to anywhere in the nations of the world. If you don't see the indigenes, you will definitely see an Igbo man there. If you don't see the Indies, you will definitely see an Igbo man there. I'm not just getting by, but thriving. Problem go do. People are going to, okay, let me just read you people what people are saying. But upon all, why is it that Igbos continue to complain about being marginalized? I believe whoever endowed with such characters, if Igbo should be the last to complain about marginalization. Imagine Igbo had their state and their governance with a share of federal allocations like any other state, but complain more than anybody. I believe an industrious person like Igbo that grew from nothing to something should be the last to complain. They just need to show other regions that they're different rather than continue to complain about being marginalized. Uncle, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Let me now give you people a scenario. A scenario where you have children, the same scenario where you have children. You have children that, maybe you have 5 children. Out of the 5 children, 4 of them, you send them to school. Even when they left school, the ones that say they want to venture into business, you assisted. The one that say, oh, daddy, I want to work, you gave them, you push them, you paid for their school. Maybe they wanted to learn tech skills. Maybe they wanted to learn what's it called? Maybe they wanted to, do their masters, do specials, go for any of these professional courses. You did. But one out of those children, because that particular child is what I call industrious, he improvises for himself, you abandon that child. So one time you say good like that, he's not good. Because you just abandon him. After all, you find his way. Uncle, they find trouble. You are building division by yourself in your home. That is exactly what those people are saying. Because they are now industrious. Does that mean you should now abandon them? You should now sidelight them? For goodness sake, it's not done. See, look at the map of Nigeria. Look at the 6 geopolitical zone. Do you know, first of all, where the unfairness start from and lack of equity start from is from the creation of those states. First of all, I think the southeastern part of Nigeria geopolitical zone has only 5 states. Yes, it has only 5 states. Meanwhile, other parts has 6 and has some even has 7. I think one of the geopolitical zone has 7. then some are 6, That is where the whole matter even first starts. I'm not even going down to allocation of funds and all of that. So you won't say because these people are now hardworking, they're industrious, for that reason, you'll not give them what you're supposed to give to them because they can find their way. No be so. You're meant to treat each of your child equally. As if you're president, you are seen to be the father of the nation. You're meant to treat each geopolitical zone fairly. The same measure you give to the state that has 7, you give it to the state that has 5. Now, so it's supposed to be. You bring something now you want to give to your children. You don't give one person 2. You give everybody 1. So that they'll see themselves as what? Equal. Nobody say tomorrow, Yaba will come gas for your head. That is how it's supposed to be. They're industrious or not, you should do the needful as a parent. It's just like those children now, you send them to school and everything, but the other one, you refuse to train them because they say, he can find his way. He can always take care of himself. That's not the right way to go about it. And believe you me, if that child starts giving you issue, if you take that word anywhere, they will tell you, now you find trouble. They will tell you, why don't you train him to school? Why didn't you pay his school fees? Why didn't you, put him through? Why didn't you fund his business if he's a business-oriented person? If it's somebody who he wants is a career person, why didn't you, pay for his courses as well? So you won't say because these people are blessed or they're industrious for that reason. No. That's not the right way to go about it at all. At all. That the IGBOS turn the adversity into advantage does not make adversity a dwelling place. Thank you, Oga. 1 carton of champagne for you. There is time for everything. And by God's grace, it is time for freedom. And this is non-negotiable. That is it. That say, person they thrive, person they suffer, and then they make them. No come mean say, you go come make them remain for suffer. Say, no, now. It doesn't make sense. So that is what they are saying. The ability to thrive should not now make them be sidelined. Do you get what I'm saying? The ability to thrive anywhere should not now make them to be sidelined. The ability to survive anywhere and to make the best of the situation should not now make for that reason you keep marginalizing them. No, it's not done. Give them the equity they seek for. I have said it before. The day we'll have a president that will come in and call for dialogue, and start treating each geopolitical zone with fairness, equity, and justice. I tell you, there will be nothing like agitating for Biafra nation. There will be nothing like agitating for Yoruba. Why? Because we are now equal. Allocation of appointment, everybody take your own. If not 2. Allocation of funds, if it is 100 million, every state take your own. Nobody will come outside. In fact, anybody that comes out to say we no agree, now people go rush and beat and say, they use your head. You understand me? But it is because these things are not equal. That is why we see them agitating. Even middle belt people, if you don't know, the middle belt, they're not central people. Middle belt, they are going to start their own very soon if we do not make this country united and if we do not start practicing equity, fairness, and justice. All right, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.